Good morning and welcome back to the Vision Alignment Show, where we talk about having our core beliefs, our core values and strengths aligned with our vision. How important that is for us all to have. I can't tell you how important that is, but I really, more than that, I can't tell you how excited I am to be here with you all today. Because today it's not just another day. It seems like April 11th would be kind of a ho-hum day. But it's not. It's another day that we get to be alive. Another day we get to share with each other how we are doing with our vision. Another day we get to share with each other how we're working through our blind spots. Another day we get to share with each other this thing called life. And I can't tell how great that is just to be able to do that. So I'm glad that you're on here today. If you would, do me a favor and put in the hashtag live. If you're listening live, if you're listening on replay, put in a hashtag replay. That's always appreciated. But then, if you would, put a picture of you winking in your timeline, and then tag me on it, and you're going to be entered into a raffle to win a free copy of my book. My book is Sometimes It Does Take a Brain Surgeon. So that book has been instrumental for me to be able to do what I do in order for me to be able to grow from where I've gone. And it's just been incredible. So do all that for me. If you would, please, I would really appreciate it. Now, so what else is going on? Well, we typically have a show interview coming up today at 10 o'clock, but we don't have one of those today. We're going to have more of just a casual conversation between you and me. And if you have any comments, any questions, please put them in chat, and then we'll respond to them as we go. But I want to make sure that you are kind of brought up to speed with what I'm doing, because right now there's a lot of excavation that's going on, if you will. You know, we have we've taken the keynote speech that we have put in place. It's called "If You Would See What I See." That speech has been phenomenal, but I think there was too much in there. I think there was too much offered. And it became clouded. It became messy. So I'm taking some advice from a friend of mine. His name's Ryan, and Ryan has been very helpful to help me with really getting to the point of what matters in my speech, in order to be able to deliver the most value that I possibly can to the audience, and that's really what I want to do. So working on that right now. We've got a lot of good headway on that front, really getting down to three main points and three main takeaways. And those takeaways are: learn how to receive a letter. Second, learn how to write a letter. And that's based on my daughter's letter that she sent me back in, 2011, about 3 months after I had brain surgery. But then the third takeaway from that is to know how to wink. Know what makes you unique. Know what makes you different from everybody else. And then how can you use that to make someone else's life better? There's an awful lot that goes into, that wink. So really those three main points. If you would, anybody online, tell me what you think of those three main points. I would love to hear about it. Also, we have a speech coming up on June 17th. So that June 17th is going to be with the Independent Agency Councils of New York. and that is going to be another group that supports those with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So a great group that I get a chance to speak with. They're going to be on Zoom. We're not going to go there in person, unfortunately, but I wish we could. It's in Manhattan, but we're going to get to do that on Zoom. Other things we have going on we have Influence coming up, which Influence is a conference that is for the National Speakers Association, and that group of people they've been phenomenal for us to be able to work with and for us to be able to talk to. And we have so many conversations with multiple different people from that group, and it's just been phenomenal. So really looking forward to spending time with them. That'll be July 9th through the 11th. And yes, the 11th is a holiday. It's my birthday. But the 9th through the 11th, and we're going to get to spend a lot of time with other speakers there as well. So that is July 9th. But then actually after that, we have a coaching session that's coming up with none other than Randy Gage. And Randy Gage is a phenomenal speaker. He does great work. He also has a business of his own where he helps people to learn how to make more money from their speaking career. So, I want to be able to do that. I at this point, I've been doing this for over 5 years now, and we haven't seen really a lot of the fruits from our labor. So, we want to make sure that everything we're doing is in that regard. So, hopefully, we'll get to chance to move forward with that, and all will be good from there. So that kind of takes you through July. During the month of June and July, I'm actually going to be working at the Ohio School for the Blind as well. And that is a phenomenal place to be. I can't tell you how excited I am to be a part of that. I already run the after school program there, as you're aware. But this program that I'm going to be involved with is actually called the Summer Youth Work Experience Program. And that SYWE, Summer Youth Work Experience, that will allow the different, not only students, but also kids from outside of the central Ohio area to come in to spend time at the School for the Blind. They'll be able to join us in the cottages, but then they will go from there and they'll work during the day. And getting a chance to help them with that work and being there to be with them is incredible. So there's so much that the School for the Blind has to offer, various different people, and I'm looking forward to getting a chance to do more of that there on, all of half of June and all of July. So really good stuff that's happening there. And then other than that, I think I have one other thing that I wanted to make sure that I talked to you about. And that's with the School for the Blind, where I'm working with different people in order to be able to help them with disability. So, we all understand we have disabilities. Obviously, I have a disability. My disability is vision. But what do I do with that? So I help people to see that there's something that we're all missing. We all have blindness in our lives. So if we can understand that blindness, then we'll be able to understand how to use that in order to do something with it. It can be multiple different things. So anyway, let's see. Who else do we have on? I want to make sure that I recognize anybody else that's on. I see there is Linda Kazera. Good morning, Linda. It's good to see you this morning. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Coming in from Maryland. What are you doing in Maryland? I know you got kids out there, so that's cool. Baltimore area, I'm guessing. That's very cool. Good to see you, Linda. And Linda says good morning. Good morning to you and Greg. So I love to see you on this morning. If there's anything that I can do to help you and what you're doing, I'd love to be able to talk about that. So those are the main points that I wanted to make sure that we got to this morning. we're doing a lot with everything, trying to make things better. I think of I think of the disabilities and how important it is for us all to understand what makes us different. And then if we can understand what makes us different, the next step is to understand how can we use that? How can we leverage that to make someone else's life better? That's what we want to do. So, I've been thinking a lot about that. How do we do that? It's a hard thing for us all to understand. But I know that there are people on the line here that they have something like diabetes, and if they have diabetes, they know that it's important to explain that to other people. And if they can explain that to other people, then they can help other people. They can help people to realize that they're not alone. And realizing you're not alone, that's a big deal. If you can understand that someone else out there is like you, that sense of belonging, that sense of not only ownership, I mean, encouragement for other people. I think that's definitely a way that we all can learn from others, or not only learn from others, but also to learn that other people have a disability similar to you, and you're not alone. So I've said that. Anyway, who else do we have on this morning? Oh, and there's Linda again. Yes. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. And who else is on? Tino Miranda. Oh my gosh. Tino Miranda from Greeley, Colorado. It is so good to see you on this morning. Man, do you know how long it's been since we've talked? A long time. I would love to have a chance to talk with you sometime. It would be great. And who knows, maybe I'll be in Greeley, Colorado someday. You never know. And if you're in Columbus, Ohio, look me up. But I'll tell you what else? We don't have to do that. We can talk anytime. Just send me your contact info if you don't mind. And we can talk over the phone. It would be great to talk with you. It's great to talk with everybody. Having those conversations with people, it means a lot to me. And that making sure that people realize that we all have something to offer. It's not just me, but we all have something to offer. And I think it's great if we can give that up to other people. So, yeah, all right. So Tino Miranda says, "Hey, all right, yeah, that's great, man. I would appreciate that. That'd be cool, Tino." So Tino and I, we are on the same wrestling team back in junior high, and Tino was little bull, and I think I was big bull. So I was I don't know, 128-pound weight class, something like that, and Tina was I don't know, 98 or something crazy. Maybe it was, I don't know, 118. I don't know. But anyways, that time at the wrestling practices was incredible. I mean, it was a really cool part of our lives. And I know Tino kept wrestling after that. I wrestled for like a year and a half in high school, but that didn't seem to go anywhere. But it was still good to be with Tino, and other people liked that as well. Because in wrestling, that group of people, they were all teammates, and they were all doing wrestling for the same thing. They were wrestling for the same reason. They were gaining points, yes, but if we all can realize that what we're doing today, how we live our lives, it's not just for us. We're not living for us. We're living for a greater purpose, but we're also living for other people. And other people rely on us, yes, but other people make us up. I think that's important for us all to understand how we are not a cog in the wheel, but you're a member of something that's bigger than any of you. So if you can understand that and to be able to embrace that, maybe you can get to a point where you're actually at a point where you can understand how you can embrace what makes you different. Because what's different, you're in a group of people that are not all like you. And what makes you different is what's the advantage of being in that group? And I think that's really, really, really cool in order to be able to understand that. Yes, Big Bo, you got it, man. You're the man. I appreciate you. But yeah, so that being a part of a team, being a part of a larger machine, if you will, really it helps us to understand that everybody on that team has a different job. Now, I was 128, 132. I'm not sure what it was. Probably 145, because I was a little chunky. But on that team, there was other people that weighed different weights, and they would wrestle in different weight classes. They provided what they could from that standpoint, and maybe they weren't as quick. Maybe they were quicker, but they had something about them that made them different. And what made them different allowed them to be able to earn points for the team. Much like today, what we do today, how we go on about our lives and how we are, we're a part of a much larger organization. It can be a family, it can be a group of friends, it can be an organization. But that individuality, is that a word? Yeah. Individuality will help us in order to provide more value to that organization, whatever it is, and we'll be able to leverage what makes us different. I can't tell you how excited I am today about what makes us different. Yes, obviously I'm a guy here with one eye, and I use that one eye to talk about things that are different from us. But anybody could stand up here and have this conversation. Just having the confidence to have this conversation and to be able to talk with people about this difference is something that is going to help us all in the long run. And I'm just thankful for all of you. Thankful for you being on here today and helping me to understand all that, and really helping us all to kind of go through that process. Really not a lot else that I wanted to cover today, although, we did have a good weekend. This weekend, I watched a lot of the Masters, and that was fun. Connie and I had a chance to spend quite a bit of time together. We actually spent some time in the lawn on Sunday after church, and had a great time. I don't know if we had a great time, but we had a time together where she was mowing and I was doing some other stuff. So anyway, all good things happening here. We got a chance to celebrate our good friend's 60th birthday on Saturday night, and lots of good things happening from that point of view as well. So more pictures that I have on Winking with Wagner on their website. So you can look up that on Facebook and other places. I need to continue to provide what I can from a blog standpoint, but there's so much going on right now with everything, providing value and seeing how we can make the speech better. If there's ever any speeches that you know of or people that are having conferences that you know of where they may need to have a speaker, be happy to talk to them as well. So anyway, if you have any questions, there's more texting going on here. So hey, I'm glad you liked the winks. That was very cool, and I see you responded to that time where I posted. We had a few winks with some friends. That was cool. We had a good time. Anyway, yeah. So that's kind of it from our perspective. Want to make sure that we continue to relate to you all what's going on. Hopefully you all are having a great day. Hopefully you all are having a great week. We're blessed to be able to get to do this life together, and I'm blessed to have you as friends. So again, thank you very much. I appreciate all of you. just remember, no matter what, just keep one eye on the road. Take care. I'll see you soon. All right? Bye.